On this episode of WPL World, we're revealing the secrets of the Project X C94. Now, most of you, looks like standard C94, except for a speaker and Velcro here in the back, and I took the seats out of the back here to make a little more room when playing with the battery. Okay, so that's the first thing you notice, and the wiring going there. So that means obviously it has a Res 3V in it. Okay, and the reason for the battery being in the back, there's no place to put the battery under the hood, which will go into that. Okay. Otherwise, looks the same. Now, where it starts to look different is when you get under here. I'm not sure what these axles are from. These are different axles. I'm not sure where they're from exactly. So they go to a drive shaft from this transfer case here. This transfer case is actually the transmission part of the single speed transmission you can get. That's low hang down here. And then from there, obviously we've got a drive shaft going to the front axle. Front axle is a different one. I'm not sure what these axles are from. And then you see where the motor would go on that is a drive shaft, which goes to the 2-speed gearbox. Now, the 2-speed gearbox is actually mounted in existing holes. It's up there. It's up there underneath the hood. That's why the battery doesn't go there. And as you see, it makes for a nice flat bottom on this. It doesn't really get hung up on anything. Now, this had a different connector on it when it came to me. I went ahead and I put the 4-pin on it so that way I could use the batteries, and I can use the bigger batteries that you can get from WPL. So that's what's going on underneath. Like I said, it is the Res V3 setup. Now, another thing about this that I'm sure you guys have noticed in the videos is the lighting. In fact, let's see here. See if I can plug it in here. Okay, so we do this. Okay, and so we got and then we it's kind of hard to do this one-handed here. Hang on just a second. Okay, so now I'm back here. I got the battery plugged in back here. I have some batteries that have Velcro on them, so they mount just like that in the back. Okay, so we go here and we flip it on. You got Mr. Flashing headlights there. We go ahead and we turn on the Res 3V. Okay, now a little thing about this, maybe you've noticed in the videos. We got Mr. Turn signals there. Okay, now on the back, hang on, wait a minute. Oh, it's got the little lights on the side here that blink as well. Okay, and then on the back, we got, and then that's the backup light. And as you see, we also have brake lights. The brake lights only work when it's in the high gear mode. and you apply the brakes. That's the only time they work. They do not, unfortunately, we do not have, it's not set up for having tail lights or brake lights when it's in the low range. But very cool otherwise. And again, it has a lot of the typical features. You can turn the lights off. You got the speaker, shift gears. The third channel doesn't do anything. There's nothing hooked up here. But that's, and you can always see this light is not wired in. But you got headlights, you got brake lights, you got backup lights, we got turn signals. And again, one thing a lot of people don't like about this setup on the turn signals, anytime you turn, the turn signals come on. They're not, you know, when you're at a dead stop or anything. But yeah, that's why I've always never been real big on the turn signals myself. But anyways, so that's Project X has revealed its secrets. Oh, one more thing I forgot. One more thing I almost forgot. This also has the shocks that are now available. The oil-filled shocks, the new ones that go on the C84 and the C94s. Yeah, so it's got the new shocks as well. Another thing it's got that I almost forgot about is it's also got the new wheel weights on it. So really you could recreate this truck very easily, by the way. All the components are stuff that's available now for you to recreate. This was built for me, actually. So it is probably currently a one-of-one. Nobody else has their WPL, the one C94. The axles, I'm not sure what these axles are exactly. So one thing I don't like about these axles is there is some slop to them, and it's worse in the front. But I don't know what these axles are for. These are not your standard C-series axles, not unless they're new axles that's coming out or something. But yeah, these axles don't seem familiar. They're not ones I've seen on any of the other WPLs. So maybe these are new axles coming out. No idea. Anyways, it has, the secret is out.